welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're going to do a general moon reading. So take the parts that resonate with you and leave the rest. I'm going to cleanse the space and the energy before we get started. So if you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down to protect your eardrums. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do a moon reading because it's supposed to be a full moon today, and I believe it's a full moon eclipse as well. So yeah, gonna see what's going on. And so we have emotions are running high. And then, oh, that's the supermoon. Then we have the new moon in Pisces. Well, it's reversed with meditate and contemplate. I would explain the reversals like after. I'm gonna lay it out first and then explain. Okay, then we have the waxing crescent moon with have faith in your dreams. And then we have the full moon in Aquarius with show the world the real you, but it's reverse. And then these two came out together. We have the Bellas, don't know how to say that, moon, and the full moon in Gemini with a time for healing, and the answers you need are coming. He'll be saying the answers that you need will come to you when you heal. And then we have don't let your past hold you back, Self Node, but it's reversed. Then these two came out together with you are close to achieving your dreams, and the mutable moon with, but it's reversed with nothing is yet set in stone. So it could be saying like you can achieve your dreams, but how you achieve your dreams, that's up to you. And then we have the full moon in Scorpio reverse with it's time to release negativity. But also with the not showing the world the real you. You holding on to the negativity. You holding on to your past rather than letting it go and moving on and moving forward. These two came out together. We have the new moon in Aries reverse with it's time to take action, and the new moon in Scorpio with work through your fears. Yeah, that's the healing. What you need to take action on is not external fears, but internal fears. Like journaling out your feelings, or just journaling in general, like processing your day, your life, what's going on, what you're thinking, and stuff like that. And then we have the new moon in Taurus reverse with prosperity lies ahead. So with this, emotions are running high. Like I said again, it is a full moon eclipse, so there is going to be a change and a shift and stuff like that. Full moon's all it's about, like results and forgiveness and being grateful. But an eclipse is like a shift, a shake-up, and stuff like that. And it doesn't happen often, And because with the waxing crescent moon, it talks about like not giving up and stuff like that, but and not with also like not looking back and letting the past hold you, like staying focused and look ahead, and but also like being able to know when it's time to change your direction and when it is time to like put something down when it's not working and stuff like that. But because with this you're very close to achieving your dreams and stuff like that. Is like continue pushing and having faith in it and moving forward, and having the confidence and the courage to see it through. And then with the talking about being you're very close to achieving your dreams, you know, just like I said over here, like staying focused, looking, paying attention to the task in front of you, not worried about what's happening on the sides and stuff like that. Not getting distracted, and like like where when it's not working out, stuff like that, being open to trying new things to try to get you back on track, rather than, because like I said before with the mute moon, if nothing is yes then so and being reversed, it's pretty much saying like how like it's, that you're gonna accomplish your goal. It's just like how you are going to accomplish that goal is no one knows and stuff like that. You don't like, it's all up to you, like I said before. But it's like if you stay focused, and when you know some people like, oh, I was in like they like basketball and stuff like that, they get in a zone, or any sports, they get in a zone and stuff like that, they get into like this trance, like, so they know they did something, but they just don't know exactly how they did it. It's just like their body just did it and stuff like that. That's kind of sort of what's going on, or what's going to happen. Just your faith is what's carrying you through, and your faith in yourself and your faith in spirit is what's helping you achieve the things that you felt like you wasn't able to achieve before. And then with the time for healing, it was kind of sort of self-explanatory, but it does talk with this, don't let the past like hold you back, and then it's time to release negativity that's being like both in reverse and not showing the world the real you. That's what's holding you back, and that's what you need to heal and work on. Letting go of your past, letting go of the negativity, and letting go of these fears and working through them. So, like, okay, you failed in the past. Okay, fine, that's the past. Like, what did you learn and stuff like that? And rather than just letting the failure like stop you and stuff like that, turning it into a learning experience, and how you can, yeah, like what did you learn to help somebody else and stuff like that. Or if you see somebody else is about to like try this like same thing, not to deter them and be like, oh, like be aware of this, or like, oh, like watch out for this, because like nobody told me this when I was doing it, and I wish somebody did tell me and stuff like that. And then that helps that person kind of sort of avoid the like certain mistakes that either you made or that you didn't know about, that you wasn't aware of. And then with the new moon in Taurus, being reversed with prosperity lies ahead, it pretty much talks about like starting to organize like your savings account, no matter how small it is. Like just organize, like start trying to budget yourself and financially plan your money, and being aware of like your spending, and be careful of overspending and stuff like that. And with the new moon in Aries being reversed, like I said, it's more so not like you're not you're doing something, but you're more so like sitting still rather than being active and stuff like that. Making sure like to be patient and to check your work and stuff like that. So like I was saying right here with the money planning or abundance planning and stuff like that, knowing like how much you spend on a daily basis or like even like on a month and stuff like that, all your bills and stuff like that, when your bills is due, so you can know how much you need to have in your bank for like, I'm gonna use mine for example. Majority of my bills is due like the beginning of the month to like the end of the month, so it's only like 2 weeks pretty much. So there's other like weeks that I'm pretty much cool and stuff like that. So knowing when you need to have like a certain amount in your like your account, so when they take it, it doesn't go into overdraft and stuff like that. And you know, knowing like, okay, I'm just use a random number, like let's say all your bills is due around like the first half of the month is like 15, like the 15th, right? And then the other half of the bills is due like the 27th. So you know, by like the week, whatever week the 15th is in, you need to have, let's say, I don't know, like it's $500, right? So you have $500 in your account, or even more than the 500. Like I'm gonna say, like you have 700 in your account, right? So they take the 500, you still have 200 to spend. It's 200 to like to play with and pamper yourself and stuff like that. Or even like when, yeah, it's still like to pretty much play with and pamper yourself and do what you want to do. And or it could even like you have the 200, you like take 50 out of it and like save it, so you really have like 150 and stuff like that. No matter whatever it is, you figure it out and you make it work for you. And like the other half of the month, you know, put back, you know, you have the money there so you don't have other problems and stuff like that. And you finding a balance and a flow in it. And also, that was kind of sort of saying before, like don't be impulsive and stuff like that. Don't rush through it. Like think about it, take some time out and stuff like that. Because it, like planning out your finances does actually help you and stuff like that. And knowing where your money is going is important. It helps you either know when, like, where you need to cut back on certain things, and yeah, pretty much that's it. Like keep you in your means where you're not in debt, you're not actually not borrowing from somebody or anything like that. Now with the new moon, the new moon in Scorpio, with this working through your fears and stuff like that. Pretty much like I was saying before, letting go of the past, letting go of the negativity, the jealousy, the anger, letting go of grudges, not being obsessive over anything or harboring any guilt, anger, resentment, letting it all go. And rather than like investing in other people right now, more it's like invest in yourself, like work on you, focus on you, where rather than trying to heal other people, heal yourself first. Okay. And what's like, why are you feeling a certain way and stuff like that, rather than trying to also blame somebody else for your feelings and stuff like that. Figure out why you feel that way. Because with the meditate and contemplate, the new moon and Pisces being in reverse, you're just acting and not thinking about it. And it's like when you sit down and think about your actions and stuff like that, then you will realize why you was doing certain things or why certain things were said and certain people was moving a certain way. It, but it's just if you just go based off your emotions and stuff like that, it's not gonna lead to anything actually productive and stuff like that. Rather than like your emotions are valid and important, yes, and you have to, like, if somebody is hurting your feelings and you express like, okay, I don't like the way that you said that and stuff like that, and you're being respectful and they continue to like disregard your warnings and stuff like that, rather than lashing out and try to hurt that person's feelings, because at that point in time just nothing is going to be resolved. Just realize this person doesn't care to reach a resolve or reach like a understanding, so it's just best to remove yourself and not entertain it any further, rather than lashing out where you don't really need to lash out, or giving, or just lying where you don't really need to lie, or just being like deceptive, or a little bit biased. And then with the full moon and Gemini, it's like once you heal that, then you start. Once you start your healing, then you realize certain things. Like I said before, you sit, not not trying to distract yourself or find something else to like distract your mind. You actually try to like feel your feelings or feel your emotions and process your emotions, or process what's going on in your mind and what's going on in your head. Why does it keep being on a loop and stuff like that? Not being superficial or lying to yourself, like being like honest with yourself, being truthful to yourself. Um, you will see certain, like, you will understand information that was being presented to you that you probably would have overlooked if you weren't in like a calm state of mind. And then we have a full moon in Scorpio reverse. No, full moon. Yeah, Scorpio then Aquarius, right? Yep. Um, I'm trying to go in order. um, but that also does tie to you're holding on to negativity, which is like the holding on to grudges, the anger, resentment, and guilt. And as a result, you're not being true to yourself or expressing yourself the way that you should, because you feel ashamed, so you have self-hate and self-loathing, and don't feel like you're worthy, so low self-esteem and stuff like that. And that's all because you're letting your past hold you back. And all of those are feelings. So this is why like you have to sit down with your feelings and process it, to let it go. And those feelings are from your past. And then the reason why you feel that way, you don't even do those anymore. So you pretty much feel shitty for absolutely no reason. It's kind of sort of, you feel shitty about the past that you let go. Like you change and no longer do the things that you used to do. But judge yourself for doing it in the first place, and it's just like, okay, everybody do something a little bit weird from time to time when they were kids, like that's fine. But as time goes on, they stop doing it and laugh about it and find it funny that they used to do it. They used to think that was fun and stuff like that. But holding on to all these emotions and bottling it all up doesn't actually lead to anything beneficial for you or in your life. It just leads to more anxiety and stress that later on cause you to second guess yourself and stop you from taking actions on your dreams and your goals. And because the whole second guessing, and then you start self-sabotaging. Because you don't feel like anything is a sure thing for you. You don't feel like it's gonna work out. And that's you're doing you're creating all that based off your past and stuff like that. Like, oh, in the past things didn't work out for me, so things are not gonna work out for me in the present. It's like, you like, in the past, you keep saying, like, in the past, like in the present moment things seem to be going pretty good, right? So why are you bringing up the past, like that kind of thing? There's no need to bring up the past. Be in the present. Leave the past in the past. Let it go. Let it stay there. But what the time for healing could be, could be saying, like, you need to, like, you need to heal a little bit more. There's something else that you need to heal. Just like you didn't really think about that or look at that. That now that certain things are presented in itself and it reminds you of the past, even though it's not completely in the same, like, I don't want to say aspect or same thing as the past. It's like relationships and stuff like that. So like in the past, your relationships are like blah 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 blah. So like all like relationships is always gonna be like gonna remind you of something, like a past relationship and stuff like that. But it's like as you go on, like as you went on, each relationship got better than the other. And then it's like the more like, so you're no longer that person because you healed and you let go of certain things. But it's like now it's time, like, you probably, because certain cards do talk about like somebody flirting with you and stuff like that, and that might be a little bit scary for you because it's just like, okay, somebody, like, you flirting, but like a lot of people can flirt, but then when it's time to be serious, they fumble it or they start acting funny and stuff like that. So it's just like, don't rush into it. Just, if you want to flirt back, flirt back. If you don't want to flirt back, just allow them to flirt with themselves, okay? Or just simply be like, oh, no thank you, like, can you stop, I don't feel comfortable, kind of thing. And taking it day by day and stepping out of your comfort zone, not letting like your past relationships hold you back from a new relationship or finding like your husband and stuff like that, or the person you're supposed to be with, or your next boyfriend. You feel me? Like, if you feel like you're good enough, you're getting like good vibes from this person, they getting good vibes from you and stuff like that. Now I know the whole like covert narcissist, that's kind of woo. Some people be switching up. At some point, like, they will slip up at some point in time, and like, so that's all I got. So I gotta say, like, they will slip up at some point in time. So just trust yourself, and especially if you like, your intuition is saying like it's fine, there's nothing wrong, we're good here, trust that, believe in that, because there were signs where they tell you like something was wrong and you talked yourself out of it and stuff like that. So right now your intuition could be saying like things are okay and you're trying to talk yourself out of like things being like that. Your intuition is saying that things are okay and stuff like that, which is self-sabotaging. Because you doubt it and stuff like that. And then the information is coming from yourself, so then you doubt yourself. You see? Doubt, self-doubt, self-sabotage. Okay. Then we have the 10 of Cups from the Wild Unknown Tarot. And we have the Fool. The Queen of Pentacles. The Four of Cups. It's the same moon as this one. Kind of, a little bit. And then we have Death. The High Priestess. Oh wait, I'm gonna do this the top row first. Somebody's fantasy is coming to an end, and somebody's taking a leap of faith in a different direction and leaving somebody behind for a sense of stability and security. Because the Ten of Cups talking about like having emotional fulfillment. And then we have the Fool. That's like a new beginning, starting something new. Taking a leap of, like, you want an emotional fulfillment, you don't have emotional fulfillment where you at right now. Which is why the whole emotion is running high. So you want to take a leap of faith in a new direction, but you're scared of taking a leap of faith in a new direction because you're comfortable with where you are now. You're familiar with where you are now. Not comfortable. You're familiar with where you are now and stuff like that. And like the status of the status that you have, or that acknowledgement that you get, but you don't really care for it and stuff like that. It's just like it's like your name and stuff like that. It's like you're just used to it. It's like it's been there your whole life and stuff like that. And I won't say like now you want a new name, but like like now it's like a title and stuff like that. You want a different title. You want something else. And it could that kind of sort of happen in a relationship, in a marriage. You could take that person's name. Well, when you marry, you could, add that person's name and stuff like that. It's like you no longer want that name and stuff like that. You want to go back to yourself or go back to your own name and stuff like that. And because the Four of Cups did talk about like rejection and having a difficult decision to make and having the lack of emotions or feelings for something. And then we have the Ten of Cups. You lack the emotional fulfillment, contentment, which is why you're trying to start something else. It literally keeps and because you want to be stable and be grounded and be happy. And it's, even if it's like you providing for yourself, or you being by yourself, or you being single, you okay with that. And it could be you've been used to being single for a very long time, so somebody flirting with you is just like, okay, hey, what you want. Right? Because even the High Priestess, the moon is the same in the Four of Cups. It's you're reading in between the lines and stuff like that, and then when there is no underlying meaning, or there's nothing beneath there or anything like that, like what they said is what they mean, you just like, ain't no way, because nobody do that. It's just and the spirit's just like, but they are, they just did, clearly there's still people that do it, that kind of thing. And so it's just like to be open-minded and don't be so so closed off. And that could be saying oh, you need to heal a little bit more, be to realize that yes, there are the people in your past, there are people like that, but there are still people that be honest and speak their mind and tell the truth. They see you, they want you, and they gonna have you, that kind of thing. They won't there's some people that will do that even when they have no chance, and then there's some people that's just like, hey, I see you, I feel like you very nice, I would like to take you out, I would like to do this, I would like to do that, and get to know you. And you just that kind of thing. It's just because you're not used to somebody being so upfront with you and knowing what they want. You used to fuck boys, not knowing what the fuck they want, confusing you and confusing themselves, okay? And this new cycle, this little shift, it's just people might know what they want. they might know what they want. Then we have the Page of Cups reverse. See, like a brat, you feel me? Then we have the Four of Pentacles. Then we have the Five of Wands. The Nine of Wands. And then the Moon is still the same. Now we did have 3 cards that does kind of sort of talks about the healing. So it does tie together. Okay. So if you're trying to figure out, how would I know if I'm healed or when I'm healed from it, or if I need to heal, stuff like that. When the situation with when the person's name, situation, or something similar to it, like you hear a similar story, and you feel indifferent to it, pretty much, how I would say, like you don't relive the situation, you're not angry, you're not upset, you're not talking shit, you're just indifferent. Now, just because you're still talking about it, some people might see like that you're still hurt over it, and it's like you're not hurt over it, you're trying to help that person and give them advice. But some people don't see it that way, because they be like, because that's what you went through, that don't mean it's what I'm going through, and they be going through the exact same thing. Because the Nine of Wands talking about like persevering over something. So you persevered over something, which is why you have the knowledge to help other people, like to try to help other people and to pick up on what's going on before they could pick. Like your intuition would be like, similar thing. Remember when that happened to you, and that's when you try to help that person. But also they are a brat and they're just childish and stuff like that. They see it, you trying to help them. They see it as like you're hating or secret animosity and stuff like that. And it's like you're not hating. You're just trying to help this person not waste their time on something that's not going to be productive. But with the Four of Pentacles coming, like being here, it talks about like insecurities and trying to hold back. And yeah, we have not showing the world the real you, and not showing the world the real you, and not letting go of the negativity and the grudges and resentment and stuff like that. So all that is being harbored and held on to, and as a result they act like a brat and act like a child, like a child that didn't get their way and try to throw temper tantrums, and you overcame that. You went into a whole different direction. You stop fighting with people that you ain't need to fight with, or going back and forth with people that you ain't need to go back and forth with. Justice. Hold on. And then we have the Devil. Yeah, with the release and fears. Because one meaning of the Devil is fears. Fears, illusions, negativity, toxicity, grudges, obsessions. We had don't be superficial, like superficial things, materialistic things, lies, gossip, the slander, anger, resentment, self-loathing, self-hate, negative talk, all that. And we have the Three of Cups. Yeah, to being honest and being truthful with yourself and being vulnerable with yourself and others and people that you trust. And we have the World card. Because then we have the page of, not the page, the Knight of Wands. You separating yourself and removing yourself from players and toxic people, the people that used to play, manipulate, and use people So you're trying to help other people separate from the exact same things that you went through. But some people have to go through the cycles and go through the lessons. Okay. See, like you went through the cycle and stuff like that. Now, somebody had told you, would you have listened? Think about it that way. And you probably like, from where you are now, you'd be like, yeah, I would have, like, think about it from back then and stuff like that. When you first met this person, would you have listened if somebody had told you that's not your person, that person's gonna play you? Right? You probably thought, oh no, they just hating, or no, blah, 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 blah. But in all actuality, they were trying to help you and save you from being played or being used from somebody that's gonna, like, we're here with the insecurities. Like, this person would have put more insecurities and created more insecurities in you and stuff like that, where it already didn't need it to be. And so it's like, you already, like, say you had like it was a cut and stuff like that, or like a wound. Like, they would make this wound into like a whole, like, let's say before, like, all you need to do is put a band-aid on it, and now you need stitches or something like that. Like, they would have made it something more serious than it needed to be. I don't know why I went that drastic. To stitches, but hey. And opening up to the wrong people and stuff like that. And realizing the difference between people that actually want to help you and motivate you and see you go, and those people that's trying to just slow you down and keep you stuck and keep you in competition and doing a whole bunch of nonsense. Because in the Four of Cups, they normally are looking at the Three Cups, saying like they're not happy with what they have right now, and that's what you're separating. You see it as something toxic, as something that you want to be over with, you want to be done with, you just want to close out that cycle and leave it in the past and put it behind you. And you can, if you have the confidence to do it, and can always like keep moving forward and looking forward, and don't look back and look behind you. If you look behind you, you probably wonder like, oh, like, what they saying? They gonna be talking shit about you, of course. Yes. Why? Because they're mad. But bad people do talk shit. What haters do talk shit. What they gonna do? Talk shit. Why? Because they're mad. So what's you gonna look back for? There's nothing to look back at. For what? Mad people? Like, continue moving forward and doing what's best for you. There's no reason to look back. You left those people behind for a reason. If they was meant to be with you, they would have been with you. If they wanted to apologize, they would have apologized. The Page of Cups talk about an apology. If they wanted to apologize, they could have apologized. They had time and opportunity to apologize, and they didn't choose to apologize because even if they did, they didn't mean the apology. So it was a fake apology. No matter what, it was going to be fake, which is why they're not with you and stuff like that. There was a fake person. You don't need fake people in your life, which is what you're trying to release and let go. And then we have, see the eclipse, look at that. Because the Sun card is in the Three of Cups. And then we have the Two of Swords. Where I'm gonna put this? Kind of sort of. Okay, I'm gonna put it the right way and call it a day. Hopefully. No, I'm gonna have to, okay. This line will go over here. Okay, I'm gonna pause it so. Okay, Two of Swords. So there's a blockage. Or a difficult decision that needs to be made. We have the Knight of Cups. The Empress. The Hermit. and judgment. Okay. There is somebody that's flirting with you, but if you stay neutral, I won't say like to block out your emotions and stuff like that, but to slow down and just be calm and stuff like that, you'll be able to process what's being said to you, what's being offered to you, what's being presented to you. Because this moon, because I thought this was the waxing. But this ain't the waxing crescent. I thought that would be the one. Either way, whatever. This moon shape. Though I guess assuming they would be the winding crescent moon. Shows up 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And then we had have faith in your dreams, and then turns to you achieving your goals. The healing talks about showing your true self, letting go of the negativity, and facing your fears, and not letting your past hold you back, stuff like that. So you see, like it, and it's also like who you need to do it. The divine feminine need to do it, and if the hermit is like you know that you do, and you the knowledge is being presented to you, and you're understanding that you need to do it, but it's just that you need to make the decision and to choose to do it. Don't let your emotions get the best of you and stuff like that, or get you too carried away that you believe the fantasy of what's being told to you, and just start something new, or start something new, or take a leap of faith in the wrong direction and stuff like that. Because with the Queen of Pentacles being out here and the Empress, you're very, I say you're very abundant, but you can come off as if you have like a lot of money and a lot of wealth to your name, and there are people that will like to take advantage of that and stuff like that. The way that you carry yourself and you present yourself, and an opportunity that's like, even if you don't have money right now, they know at some point in time that you will, and they don't mind sitting and waiting until those times come. And you need to reject those people. Now I'm doing the bookends. You need to reject those people, because at some point in time, you're not gonna really care for them or have any emotion towards them. That's the whole apathy and stuff like that. You don't really care to understand them or what they're going through. And you can't be yourself with these people. It's always gonna be fake and stuff like that, like a fake love, a fake friendship, fake connection, which it's kind of hard for you to end and like it's kind of it's like a bittersweet ending for you and stuff like that, because you are tired and stuff like that, but you don't think that this person is a bad person, but it's just like you can't keep giving them opportunities to like hurt you and stuff like that, because they just proven and showing that they're not gonna change and stuff like that. They refuse to change, and y'all just be at this whole stalemate, waiting for, while you're changing, you waiting for this person to change it. They're not changing, and then they're trying to pull you back to being the old version of you and stuff like that. You just like all that's coming to an end and stuff like that. Once you make that decision of letting this person go and realizing that you can't have your cake and eat it too, you have to make a choice. And then with the High Priestess and the Knight of Wands, being confident and being courageous in yourself and knowing what you are capable of, and trusting yourself and stuff like that, and reevaluating the situation and realizing like this person did have time and opportunity to change, also had time and opportunity to apologize, and they didn't want to apologize. So if they wanted to be in this world and be in this cycle with you, they could have, but they didn't want to. They didn't have the confidence or the courage to, like, apologize or to come clean, or even, like, have, like, a little, like, reconciliation or closure in any way, shape, or form. They decided to just hold on to the grudge and refuse to say what the problem is. And at some point in time, it became very toxic and stuff like that. And it's like, no matter what you have done or what you will have tried to do, that person never would have told you the truth. So you just removed yourself from the situation and continue to better yourself and grow and persevere over, like, the obstacles, no matter how big or no matter how small it is. And then from the Zodiac, well, kind of sort of the Zodiac but the Karma deck together, I mixed two decks. We have Jupiter and Saturn with learn or teach. Well, in the spiritual aspect, right, it says to learn or teach. If it's material, it's saying to be positive. If it's like practice, I believe it is, it's growth and expansion. And then Saturn says the maturity that brings the caution, regards, and the limits imposed. Right, so what you're learning right now is how to be mature and how to control your feelings and your emotions, how to regulate it and get control over it. Don't let your emotions control you, you control your emotions. But to be positive about it and the caution regarding, there is going to be times where your emotions might get the best of you. Yes, you are human. It happens. But it's gonna happen less and less as you actually, like, become more aware of not letting somebody else control your emotions or control how you react, or you reacting to other people's words and stuff like that, and not letting your emotions get the best of you. Because that's limiting your growth. My Achilles tendon. It's and that's what's, like, holding you back and stuff like that. Because Saturn is the planet of karma, time, and life. Also, like, letting go. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion and stuff like that. So letting go of your karma and the things that's holding you back in your past and stuff like that, in order to grow and expand and make room for the new things that's trying to come into your life, rather than letting this old stuff take up space. And then we have in the 12th house, which is Pisces, with your faith, your hidden tendencies, and large institutions or overwhelming events. And okay, it was spiritual, mental, physical. I forgot what I said that M was. But then we have water. So in this deck, how you're supposed to read it is like the planet in a sign in a house. So Jupiter in your 12th house, and I'm assuming in any water sign like Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We had Scorpio and Pisces that came out So I'm gonna just go with those two. And then the 12th house is Pisces. So, and then we also do have like believe in your faith and have faith in your dreams, and like you're achieving your dreams. And Pisces is all about dreams and stuff like that, and also being like charming and romance. So it may seem this may seem a little different to you and stuff like that, but that karmic cycle that you were in and stuff like that, that's over, and like it came to a close. But you might be a little bit hesitant and second guessing yourself that you're in this new cycle and stuff like that, and that like trips you up and slows you down, and that might end up causing you to like, I won't say like backtrack and stuff like that and fall into old habits. But just try to apply the things that you learned in your life and stuff like that, and trusting yourself and believing in yourself. And when things, and realizing when like things doesn't work out, like there's a quick response from spirit, or just literally talking to spirit real quick. Be like, look, I don't know, okay, I'm a little like, you know me, okay, it might take me a couple of tries. Like, if this is not for me, let me know right away and stuff like that. And they make it really, really clear and stuff like that. It is not for you. And because when it is for you, you won't have to change. You won't have to try to fight it. You wouldn't have to, And if it like you have it and then you lost it, just like it's gonna be replaced with something better. So just like don't need to sweat about it or worry about it. Okay. And then back to the Saturn and Jupiter with this learning and teaching. Saturn, like I said before, is the planet of like karma and stuff like that, and sacrificing and learning like your karma debt, then you like release it and stuff like that. So karma will keep you, like when you don't learn the karmic lesson, it will just keep repeating until you learn it. So it will pretty much just keep you there until you learn what you need to learn and stuff like that. And it's like a parent pretty much, or like a teacher, that you won't move on to the next question or the next topic until you pass this one, like this first topic or this one question and stuff like that. And some people will react as like a brat or a child and throw a temper tantrum and stuff like that because they're not getting their way. But it's to help you not prevent or make mistakes later on or in the future that can be damaging, or like, because the whole caution and stuff like that can be like very damaging or destructive and costly and stuff like that. Because from this deck, Saturn wording talking about like, if you resist my test and don't do the discipline, if you do not start over. If you resist my test and do not discipline yourself with rules, limits, and restrictions of your own design, then I'll do it myself, which is the universe doing it itself. Without patience, hard work, and discipline, nothing worthwhile can come. Right? And then Jupiter talk about learning and expand, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion and stuff like that. If you do not learn, how do you expect to grow? How would you expect to expand? So it's saying like, listen, I'm trying to help you get to the money, get to the bag. But if you don't want to get to the bag, then okay, say that. You won't get to the bag, kind of thing. Because that's what you're pretty much saying. Like, if that's your goal and that's your dream, then okay, cool, say that. That's what you're going to accomplish. But that's not what you want to accomplish. So let's learn the lesson so we can accomplish what we're actually trying to accomplish. Okay, because Jupiter, like I said before, Jupiter is a planet of like learning and expansion and growing. And then Saturn is a planet of letting go, but learning and understanding and stuff like that. So Jupiter's message pretty much is trying to say like the purpose of life is to like grow, to learn, expand, like learn, expand, um, have gain knowledge and experience life and understand what's going on in the world around you, but also with yourself, and to know yourself and to know what you need and to never have like an excessive amount of stuff, because there's no need for it, to let it go and stuff like that, with the whole being mature, like bring the maturity of it, because Jupiter also, like Saturn, kind of sort of like has like a positive and a negative to it. The negative side of Jupiter is like being a little bit bragging, a little bit boasting and stuff like that, and about the things that you're learning and the things that you're going through, the things that you've been through. Because I say, like, you've been through, like, we're in the other situation where you trying to help somebody. Like in my example, I was like, you trying to, like, you went through the situation, so you were able to pick up certain cues and see when somebody else is going through it, because you already was in the situation, so you can see, you understand the inside perspective, but you also see from like an outside perspective. And since you healed and let it go, it doesn't really bother you as much, which is why you more so try to help somebody, like by giving them the answer and giving them the truth and trying to help them avoid situations that you wish somebody would have put you to the side and helped you avoid. The other aspect to that is seeing somebody go through it and saying like, oh, because you went through it, let them go through it too. Like, let them learn the hard way, let them learn the way that you had to learn and stuff like that, rather than actually helping them. Or even trying to lie and pretend like you never went through it, or like you. Because it popped in my head when Cameron Diaz, where she was like, oh, we all get cheated on sometimes and stuff like that, and trying to pretend like, oh, you never been cheated on, that never happened to you and stuff like that, or it could never happen to you. It's like, bro, it can happen to any and everybody and stuff like that. And also I want to say that, because you talk about to being honest with yourself, but the Jupiter, to know yourself and stuff like that. So it's like, when you're lying to yourself, and then if you think other people don't know that you're lying, they do and stuff like that. So it's like, now you're just letting that person know that you lied to yourself and stuff like that. So you don't really know who you are, what you believe in, and what you want. And then that ties to the whole night 12th house, like I said before, which it is Pisces. And wait, is it Pisces? Yeah, right. And the whole, your faith and stuff like that, you're basing your ideals and your dreams on an image of yourself that doesn't actually exist. And it's like, if you take some time out to learn what you believe in and why you believe in it, and like being mature about it, and the stuff that doesn't work out for you, or the stuff that you realize is a bunch of nonsense, letting it go rather than continue to live your life by it, things will start to change, because they have hidden tendencies. You will realize that certain things was hidden from you, and that's what you need to be cautious about. Not everything was presented to you the way that it should have been and stuff like that. Not everybody's going to tell you the truth right away and stuff like that, because we have large organization and overwhelming events. Like, sometimes people lie, okay? Big things lie, okay? And it's like being mature about it and realizing like not everybody of power or in a certain position knows the truth or speak the truth or even say the truth. But That's why the not showing the world the real you, that's what's in your 12th house. That's the whole hidden tendencies, like your guilty pleasures and stuff like that. And it's to learn that you have them and then other people have as well. And that does you feel like something is hidden and stuff like that, you also have like that hidden like thing and stuff like that. And that's what some people find to be intriguing, like, oh, like there's more to her, I want to find out what that is and stuff like that. So that's what I mean, like don't let your emotions like get the best of you, because your emotions is gonna be high, especially if you had like bad relationships in the past and now somebody's telling you what they want and stuff like that. It's gonna be different and stuff like that. And always use like Lauren London and Nipsey Hussle, because I think Lauren even said, like, from coming from like the relationships that she had and stuff like that to somebody that's very calm and laid back and that's pretty much will tell you what's going on and tell you what they want and how they feel and stuff like that. She even admit like there was times where she was lashing out and he was just sat there and just, well, didn't walk out, didn't call her out her name or anything like that. Just was calm. His voice didn't change or anything like that. He stayed calm and was respectful and understood. Pretty much try to understand where she was coming from, and realizing that she was coming from a hurt place. And it's not like she's wearing her hurt on her sleeve. You're not gonna wear your past on your sleeve. You're not gonna wear your pain on your sleeve and stuff like that. It's not gonna be presented to the world or stuff like that. It's gonna be hidden, which is in your 12th house. And your hurt is a part of you and what makes you who you are and stuff like that behind closed doors. And it's like that somebody want to see that person, like the whole you, and to help you heal parts that people broke and stuff like that you wasn't fully able to heal on your own. Like, you can love, like, love, like you have self-love and stuff like that, but like romantic love and stuff like that, this person gonna try to heal you with that, try to show you what healthy love is like and what it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to feel, what it's supposed to look like. And no, or even if it's not romantic, it could just be like platonic and stuff like that, where somebody just giving you compliments and stuff like that. And it's not that they respect a compliment back, they just just trying to give you a compliment, they just nice and stuff like that. So that's more like a friendly, genuine friendly, platonic love and stuff like that. And going with the feels and the emotions of it, because like I said, with 12th house is Pisces and stuff like that, and Pisces is two fish and stuff like that. So it can be charming and like romantic and like based in reality and stuff like that, but sometimes it can be very delusional, a bunch of fantasies. Okay, so like you have to find a balance between it, and to learn like how you do that is by learning the lessons and acknowledging your growth and your experiences that you've been through. And then we have no place like home, to feel stable and secure and grounded in yourself. Then we have a deep knowing. Yeah. Feeling stable and secure and grounded in yourself and trusting yourself. That, because the root chakra is feeling, stable and grounded. You feel like home to yourself. You feel secure to yourself. You feel that you can provide for yourself. You feel you can protect yourself. You feel like you're secure and you feel whole and stuff like that. You don't need somebody else to complete you. You know yourself in and out. You know the things that you like. You know the good and the bad. It's just that you don't think somebody else, like the way that you don't present yourself to the world, like your secrets and stuff like that, who you are behind closed doors. You think that somebody might find like that to be embarrassing, or not, or just like silly or corny and stuff like that. But person that you will marry and stuff like that, they find it cute. Like they just a video that popped in my head is when it was this guy. He was like, I love when I take a girl out to a restaurant, and then when she tastes the food and she do like a little dance. He was like, that's how I feel accomplished. He was like, I know I did good, like that kind of thing. Like they love that. So like you might feel embarrassed that like of those little things, and it's like that person feels like, yeah, I did great, like that kind of stuff. They feel accomplished in a way. And so it's like the things that you're embarrassed by, the things that you feel like, you want to hide and stuff like that, you wouldn't have to hide it from this person. They like it. They cool with it. They accept it. And then we have milk and honey. You see, yeah, you're good. You're fine. You don't gotta hide it. I feel like that was in a whole other video. I forgot where, but it's like, you can be yourself and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about what this person how you think they want you to be, and how they think they want you to look. They want you to be comfortable. They want you to be yourself. They want you, whatever you're comfortable letting them know and letting them see, they want to see it. Like if you don't want to let them see it, they're like, okay, fine, that's cool. Whenever you're ready, I'm here. Yeah, because there's an elephant in there, and elephant talks about like loyalty, longevity, and like the knowledge and stuff like that. They're just not keeping this to like, or just saying it just to say it. They like watching you and like trying to like keep it in mind to like, when they want to do something nice or a sweet gesture, they're like, oh, I could do this. Like I remember like when she did this and how happy she was and stuff like that. And it's like you feel comfortable with yourself. You feel comfortable like being around this person and stuff like that, and that might like what shakes you up and like trip you up from it, and like like stuff like that. But it's like because it's your emotions. It's like, what is this? Like, who was this? Like kind of thing. And like just knowing and trusting and believing that your higher self isn't gonna lie to you. Your intuition is gonna lie to you. It's gonna tell you the truth. And it all depends on like how you go about it. Then we have the Three of Cups with the right hand of God with fame and renown, influence, ventures, and great distance. Which Jupiter talks about that too, like travel and stuff like that. And we have the Three of Cups again. Ooh. Then we had an owl here. So like, yeah, Spirit's here. Okay, Spirit's watching. They're looking. They're giving you messages. They're giving you downloads. Okay. And then we have strength with the rising God with loyalty, deliverance from those who will seek to oppress, and brings victory. And then we have the Seven of Wands with the expected God with liberation, deliverance from enemies both visible and invisible. So if you literally ask Spirit to remove your enemies, okay? And the person is still in your face, that is not an enemy. That's why they're still in your face. Sorry. They're not an enemy. That's why they still in your face, okay? It is something there. But yeah, you're liberated. Even if you have like fame and stuff like that, you're not really. You're still like, you're humble. You're grounded. You don't let it get to your head in no way, shape, or form. Because like it could be like here today, gone tomorrow kind of thing. And it's like you're not doing it for fame and stuff like that. You're just trying to better your life and see where it takes you and stuff like that. And it's like whatever, like You know, like, when you in school and stuff like that, you in elementary school, and it's just like, okay, you graduate, and it's like, well, you can't get a job now, so might as well like go to middle school and stuff like that. Then it's middle school and stuff like, still can't get a job now, might as well, go to high school and stuff like that. There's always some type of option. So it's like you continue to move on and move, like, better your life, with the options that's presented to you and stuff like that. Because even like when you get to high school and stuff like that, it's just like you could get a job because you are of the age now and stuff like that, or you can go to college, or it's like, or I can go to college and get a job and stuff like that, or go here or go there and stuff like that. And it's like, so let's say you did go to college and stuff like that. You went to college, you did good, right? You probably didn't get a job, but you did good. To the point, like, now you got a job or stuff like that, and your GPA was great. So it's just like, they take that into consideration and look. Well, sometimes a little bit. They don't. I never know. Okay, never know. Okay, never. Oh, GPA don't matter right now. But before it did, like, shit depends on what it is. It matters. Like, if it's a C or above, they like, all right, Sway, like, you just. And like you will do that job until you just like, I'm assuming that you're tired of it and you don't, and then while you was there, you learned some things, you gained experience, and you take that with you, and that opens up new opportunities for you. Or you can like still be in that like environment, but like in a different department and stuff like that. Or just even like going to a whole different environment, doing something like a whole different thing and stuff like that. And while doing that, it's like also moving you away from the enemies without you realizing it. Because there's some people was in competition, some that you knew, some that you didn't know. There was some type of competition, secret animosity. It's known competition and secret competition. And some from people that deemed themselves as your friend, and they were trying to be like have some sense of loyalty to you and stuff like that, but that's not true. They were trying to suppress you and keep you down and keep you stuck where they were at and stuff like that. So if they weren't moving forward, they would you shouldn't move forward either and stuff like that. And you freed yourself and you walked away. You liberated yourself, you walked away, and that was a victory, and stuff has started working out in your life. So that's what Saturn's pretty much trying to tell yourself, like, free yourself from things that's keeping you stuck. Because if you don't, it's going to be taken away from you regardless. Like, it's kind of, and it's going to be kind of harsh at that point in time. Because you just realized it was a bunch, that you wasted your time, and all that time that you wasted giving it to this thing, giving it to whatever you was doing, you could have been doing something more productive that would have lead to some form of abundance and especially like emotional fulfillment. And then we have the angel of fertility. Talking about something about being abundant. You see that high because the Empress, she doesn't chase, she attracts. She's fertile with the fertility. She's nurturing, motherly, very stable, very grounded, humble, abundant, very honest, very cute, very spiritual, very creative, and has morals and ethics, and speak the truth and very honest and stuff like that. Yeah, see? Parking angel. Knowing where you belong, and then like if there's not a spot for you or not a place for you, realizing that you're not meant to be there and leaving. Because if you was meant to be there would be a spot there for you. Oh, what popped in my ear, if you pay attention to like the Shade Room and stuff like that, when they was on the Breakfast Club, when they was asking JT like what happened at the BETs, and she was like, if an artist is supposed to sit there, the artist is supposed to sit there and stuff like that. Their name would be on the chair. That wasn't what the problem was. The problem was this, and the third. So it's just like, so it's like if there was a spot there for the artist, that's their seat. There was a spot there for Lil Uzi Vert, that's his seat. But to give like the extra seat to a friend, like to his friend, make sure his friend got a seat, and make sure like she not sit like see that what like that kind of thing. So where somebody try to make it seem like it's something that is not, it's just like you let those people go because you realize and they trying to cause some type of drama or upheaval when there is no stress or any drama. And then it was a secret enemy or an enemy that you didn't really like know, but now it's kind of sort of presenting itself, and removing yourself from it. Yeah. And persevering over like the challenges and the obstacles that's being presented to you and that you're being faced with, because justice do talk about like separating from stuff as well, and like cutting off from it, like a complete separation and a complete end, and closing out that cycle and leaving it in the past and leaving it behind. When people are like, oh, that chapter of my life is over, like that's literally, and they're in that chapter and they're not about to be in this new chapter. They can't even, there's a whole new page and stuff like that, and you're leaving them in that chapter and starting over a whole new chapter. And because you realize you have outgrown those chapters and you don't belong in those chapters, and even if they try to like bring you and put you there, there's no spot for you to be there. So which is why you just spirit Saturn trying to be like, hey, stop going back there, don't look back, there's nothing to look back to, just continue looking forward and moving forward. And what could be confusing is because past keep coming, because they keep focusing on you and looking towards you because you're moving forward. Okay, this is your ex. Okay, ex is back here. Okay, this is you. At some point was back here with your ex. As of right now, because you freed yourself, you liberated yourself, you are right here. Okay, I'm gonna teach you this way so you realize that it is, that it's for you to look back. You literally have to do like that and stuff like that. Don't do that is what they're trying to say. Don't look back. There's no reason to look back because that person is still here. Of all the growth and the things that you have done, that's all you literally will see, like how you changed and evolved and can like moved on and grown, and this person doing the exact same thing, which I've been telling you. Unless you just want to see it for yourself, then okay, fine, cool. But it's the exact same thing that they've been doing from when they left you, or the last time y'all spoke. They're nowhere near you haven't changed or any way, shape, or form, or grown or evolved in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, that's all I see for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching. See you next time.